Now sadly, the FCC filing also reveals that the Pixel 8 Pro comes with ultra-wideband, but the standard Pixel 8 doesn't. We also had the official invite sent from Google, confirming that the launch is going to be held on Wednesday at the 4th of October, and at this event we're going to be seeing the Pixel 8, the Pixel 8 Pro, and the Pixel Watch 2. Now last week we had Google accidentally publish a photo on their website of the Pixel 8 Pro, and this week things go even further with a full 360 model of the phones. Unfortunately, they have since been taken down, and I wasn't at the computer when it happened, but there were multiple people that took videos such as these ones. This gives us a great look at the Pixel 8 Pro from all angles. The 360 models also confirm the presence of a physical SIM card, so as I've been telling you for weeks, the eSIM rumors are false. Now we've also got another pricing leak which is slightly different to the one we covered last week, and it says for the Pixel 8 it's going to be €799 for the 128GB model, then €859 for the 256. Then the Pixel 8 Pro is going to be €1,099 for the 128GB, €1,159 for the 256, and then €1,299 for the 512 model. Now these are slightly different from last week, but they're still in the same ballpark, and unfortunately prices are not directly comparable between regions due to different pricing and taxes, but as soon as we get a USA price leak, I'll be letting you guys know. Now another great upgrade coming to the Pixel 8 series is also an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, and for a phone line that's had so many issues with its fingerprint unlocks, this is great news. Now ultrasonic scanners are faster and more accurate, and it's going to massively increase the performance of the fingerprint unlock for the Pixels, but it's unknown at the moment if this is going to be for the Pixel 8 Pro only, or if it's going to be available on both models. We previously had confirmation of exciting new features like Audio Magic Eraser and Video on Blur, and according to a new report from 9to5 Google, we're also going to be getting night sight video. Google's night sight photography does an incredible job at taking low light, making a great image, but it's going to be interesting to see how this works in video. It takes a long time to take night sight photos, so I assume there's going to be a lot of AI work going on to do something similar in videos without massively cutting the frame rate or the shutter speed. Now given that the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro share the same primary camera and chipset, we're hoping that this night sight video is going to be available for both models. Now for those excited for the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 8 Pro, we're now going to run through the full specs, design and the pricing to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here, then make sure you hit subscribe and we'll get right into it. So first up, we've got the standard Pixel 8. With the standard Pixel 8, we get a 6.17-inch flat display. It's a 120Hz Full HD Plus OLED with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 and a peak brightness of 1400 nits. We get a 10.8 megapixel punch hole camera for the selfies, and then on the rear we've got a 50 megapixel Samsung GN2 for the primary camera and a 15 megapixel Sony IMX386 for the ultra wide. It's of course powered by Google's new Tensor G3 chipset, and it comes with 8GB of RAM and a choice of 128 or 256 storage. We get a 4485 mAh battery with 24W wired charging and 20W wireless. We also get 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7, and of course the phone is going to ship with Android 14. The phone is launching in October and we're still awaiting confirmation of the prices, but it's estimated to launch around $650 to $700. Now next up, we've got the Pixel 8 Pro, and for the first time ever, we get a 6.7-inch 120Hz flat display on the Pro model. It's coming with a resolution of 2992 by 1344, giving us 490 pixels per inch. We get a peak brightness of 1600 nits. We get a 10.8 megapixel punch hole camera for the selfies, and then on the rear we get a 50 megapixel Samsung GN2 for the primary camera, a 64 megapixel Sony IMX787 for the ultra wide, and then a 48 megapixel GM5 for the telephoto, and it's going to have 5x optical zoom. It's of course powered by Google's new Tensor G3 chipset, and it comes with a choice of 8 or 12GB of RAM, and then a choice of 128, 256 or 512 storage. We get a 4950 mAh battery with 27W fast wired charging, and then 23W wireless. We also get 5G support, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-wideband, and then we also get a new temperature sensor, which is brand new to the Pixel series. Now the phone will of course ship with the new Android 14, and the phone is launching in October. Again, we're still awaiting confirmation of the prices, but I estimate it's going to launch at around $950 to $1,000. So the Pixel 8 series is looking like a nice upgrade from the previous models. While it initially seemed as though there wasn't going to be too much of a change, we now know there are plenty of design and hardware changes to really improve the user experience. The fact that we're now getting an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is going to bring some big improvements to the day-to-day usability. With all the new AI features, it's going to make day-to-day life and photography that little bit easier. Now, given it's quite similar to the predecessor, I can't imagine those on a 7 series are going to be rushing for an upgrade, but definitely for anyone on an older model or looking to get their first Pixel phone, it's going to be a great choice. Now, as always with Google, we know way too much ahead of the launch. We pretty much know everything there is to know, but hopefully Google still have some surprises up their sleeve for the launch. Now, of course, if anything else comes in the meantime, I'm going to be sharing it straight away, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future.